Many know of the bell of calling. Across history, there are many who have used it. However, one thing no one has discovered yet that I have heard of is finding the place where Samyaza fell and became the beast, along with the spell that keeps him suspended in the mortal realm. Deep in the jungles near Kathmandu, the Burmese jungle, I believe, exactly northeast of the city, about maybe 150 miles into the jungle, there is a mountain, the highest mountain in that area. At the top of this mountain, long ago, when the deluge was pouring from the skies just before the floodwaters came to sweep everyone away, there was a port town along the coastline of the ocean, which at that time was right where the peak of this mountain now sits. Beneath the village, there gathered the last of the surviving Nephilim children who were being hunted as abominations. It was here that they performed the act that would later be depicted as blasphemies against God, with acts of fornication and things that God found offensive. Whatever, the truth is that they performed a ritual of the old magic, that they still remembered and combined their skills and knowledge to sacrifice one of their own to becoming the demiurge as a vengeance against the ones who hunted them and had killed all but them. So before they died, they cast the magic that binds the demiurge to its power and its ability to be a poltergeist, phantasm, whatever. I call it a Mr. Potato Head of dead spirits, cause that's a more modern and clearer description of it. And what it does, this spell and the grounds are still there, inside a cavern at the top of the mountain and etched into the very rock itself. Keeping the demiurge bound to the mortal world, apply our efforts to this spot and dispel the ritual that can only be found in full by directing a mystical energy flow into the spell, letting it run through its design, and highlighting the outline of the spell and symbols used. This method would lead to the defeat of the beast for good. That is the purpose for which I have refused to accept death to achieve, and I know that my spirit will never rest until he is defeated. The Hindu gods know of this as well. They know that this is my purpose, a destiny that I will one day achieve, and that day's dawn is rising. This is my purpose, to which I have lingered here for. Once this comes to pass, and I defeat this beast, then afterward, my time will most likely come, and I shall be able to rest knowing that my purpose is complete.
Today let us focus on the more immediate subject of our era. Let us speak about the situation with P. Diddy, or Puffy Combs, or Puff Daddy, or Puffy D, or what the F ever. He has more aliases than I do. Now I have heard nothing but bullshit being assumed about this man. I've heard about these freak parties and the accusations going on. Let's cut straight to the point here, and let me say this, if not for his own ears but for those who have a broader mind for the world and its ways. You are no pedophile, Mr. Combs. You are no sexual deviant either. You are a suspected arms dealer and head of a criminal organization. They couldn't stop your empire, so they fashioned another way of taking you down. Just as they had done with the churches and their claims of pedophilia, just as they did with Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Kobe Bryant, and even Epstein. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of hearing people being accused of such atrocious behavior. Trust me, I understand your situation. I became who I am, and suddenly there was a man with my same full name with a conviction record and prison number for the same sick shit they claim against you. So that is what I see as the truth of you. You were just a criminal leader of an organization they couldn't take down legally, so they made stuff up about you and have orchestrated this grand scheme of a facade to turn the public and your friends against you. The truth is obviously on the face of everyone they've interviewed. That's all I have to say about that. As I said, quick and to the point.
3 men hang on a cross. It is late, and as the sun sets it lights the sky with an orange deep hue. One man says to the one in the middle, "Is it true? Are you the son of the God of Abraham?" Jesus looked up in a daze. "Whoever believes in me shall be welcome in my Father's kingdom." The man says, "But Musha, I am unclean." Then the man on his left side said, "Would you shut up with that stuff? I'm about to die." Jesus said, "Whoever believes that I am the Son of God shall come with me to heaven, and I shall wash away all your sins. For you have obeyed the will of my Father. Whoever believes in my Son, that he speaks truth." He trailed off for a minute as the blood loss was catching up with him, and his promise of salvation shall find their way to me. Really, that is all I must do. Believe that you are a son of the Hebrew God, but I am a Philistine. Surely I would not be welcome in his house. Even worse, I am a murderer. You I heard about, gave your life for a guilty man to walk free, and you, a thief. Jesus said, "If your heart is true, and you ask for forgiveness right now before me, then your deeds will be forgiven, and if you profess with your heart that you believe what I say is truth, then you will be welcome in my Father's house." The murderer said, "If you say that it is true, then I believe you are Hedisham. Tell me of the glories in your Father's kingdom." Jesus said, "In my Father's kingdom there are streets lined with gold and jewels as plentiful to your heart's desire, and there is no conflict, no anger, and so therefore no need for murder to ever occur. There is an oasis as beautiful and plentiful as an ocean. The Sharif dwell in lavish tents of silk. Can you not see it, my brother?" Jesus looked over to his left, and the murderer did not lift his head, nor did he breathe. The cries of the thief made a hollow ensemble to the many men who moaned in agony around him. Then Jesus fell into a painful slumber. This was on the second day, and he hung there.
Light and glory, servants of the Almighty, guardians of the heavens. But pride crept in. A third fell, and war broke out in the unseen realm. Now, the final day has come. The courtroom of eternity is in session. A great white throne stands, blazing with holiness. The judge, to whom all judgment has been given, is seated, and the saints take their place, for the word declares, "These are not trials of men. These are not tales of earth. These are the judgments of eternal beings, accused of rebellion, of corrupting creation, of waging war against the throne of God." The books are opened. Revelation 20 verse 12. The witnesses are called.
The prosecution calls Mr. Stephen to the witness box.
The sentences are final. No mercy remains.
The court has rendered its final decision.
No appeal is possible. This is the judgment of angels. One by one, the fallen will answer, and heaven will render its final word.
Saints of the heavens and beyond, buckle your spirit belts, because today, eternity is holding court. The books are open, the angels are watching, and the judge has taken his seat. Revelation 20, verse 11. This is not just any tribunal. This is the great white throne judgment. And today's guest? Oh, you won't want to miss him.
Order in the court of heaven! All rise for the King of Kings and Lord of Lords!
He was once among the elite, radiant, wise, respected. But now he stands accused. The name, Samael, one of the original Watchers. And trust me, his resume isn't pretty. Once a guardian, now a prisoner, assigned to observe humanity. Instead, he seduced them. He fathered the giants. He played God.
Let the charges be read.
Samael, you are charged with the following. 1. Deserting your divine post, Jude 1 verse 6. 2. Taking human women and birthing abominations, Genesis 6 verse 2. 3. Corrupting creation with forbidden knowledge. 4. Leading 200 angels into rebellion.
This isn't speculation. This is cosmic treason. You didn't just break rank, you broke creation.
We saw their suffering. We heard their cries. They were lost, weak, desperate. We gave them light, wisdom, power. We gave them what you withheld.
And who appointed you to give what was not yours?
They adored us, worshipped us, called us gods. Can love be sin?
Love. You call giants crushing cities love? You call blood-soaked altars affection? Spare us your poetry, Samiaziel. The earth cried out beneath your feet.
The prosecution calls Mr. Noah to the witness box.
I saw it. I lived it. The earth was filled with violence. The children of your union devoured all in their path. The sky wept for 40 days because of what you brought upon us. You were not saviors. You were destroyers.
The court has rendered its final decision.
Samiaziel, for your defiance, your corruption, and your pride, you are found guilty. As it is written, God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved for judgment. 2 Peter 2 verse 4. Your sentence remains. The lake of fire awaits. Revelation 20 verse 10.
court remains in session.
What you have just witnessed was an ancient event being manipulated by scriptural abuse against the innocent in order for the current society to continue their method of control through the suffering of the innocent spirit.
Room details are fictional. The reality is not.
Do I look fictional to you, motherfucker?
There is a coming judgment, a day when fallen angels and all who defied God will face the righteous judge. Revelation 20, verse 11 to 15. And the saints, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb, will reign with him and share in his justice. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 3.
Let this not be mere entertainment. Let it stir your heart to holiness and to hope.
As they forced the very wisdom they later condemned him for by claiming he divulged the secrets of forbidden knowledge. This is not a dramatization, this was God's intervention to these matters.
気がついたんだ。これらは私がかつての仲間たちを模して作ったものだが、かなり不格好な形だろう。
とりあえず行こうぜ。でも手合わせって言ってもガチじゃないんだろ。
私がずっと追っているやつだからだ。お前の目の前にいる私こそこの町で最高の冒険者であり、孫を連れ戻すことのできる唯一の冒険者だ。今は忙しい。時間ができたならば私の方から連絡を取る。依頼したらどうだ。まさに冒険者に依頼する。うる
せえ、黙れ。文句があるなら聞いてやる。隕石をぶっ壊したのは俺だ。このハゲ。
そうですか。失敗だ。確実に死ぬぞ。
さっさと済ませて帰ろ
う。よし、では行くぞ。
すごい。
すべて回収せる。
うぜえ。
この話を組合や町の人々に伝えてくれ。私とマーベは早速墓地に行こう。
クソとは許す。絶対に許さんぞ。で
は伺いたいのですが、依頼するというのであれば幸運だな。何の時間が経過したと思う。さあ行くぞ。
こんなに手応えのありそうな怪人は久しぶりだ。必殺マジシン。
ぬまま置かれた。そんなところか。